Well, good afternoon, everybody. This is Rich. Welcome back to the Suffolk Crunch. It's Friday afternoon. It's time for another video, and it's a sad one this afternoon. As Conor Chaplin has announced this morning, he will be leaving Ipswich Town when his contract ends on the 30th of June. Firstly, 150 likes on this stream. We know we can go for a lot more than that. Turn on your notifications bell so when we go live, you can get involved like Mike Baker has. Also, hit the subscribe button if you are new around here. We need 4 more to go to 8,800. So if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. If you're watching back on catch up, get your Conor Chaplin memories in the comment section on YouTube. And also, we are partnered here at the Suffolk Crunch for the 26-27 season by the Bad Shirt Club. Head over to the Bad Shirt Club website and check out all their lines over there. There is a show coming tomorrow morning. My 5 best moments of the season. We will go into the Bad Shirt Club and what they are doing over there tomorrow morning, because I just thought I wanted to come in and talk about Conor Chaplin. You can do a super chat now. Super chat and super stickers are live. I've got no idea if it works. I've done it all this morning. So if anyone's in the chat live and wants to send me a super sticker or a super chat, it only has to be £1 just to make sure it works. Please, it would be quite handy. Then I'll know if it works moving forward. So we've got Mike Baker in, Adria's in, Mark Eagle is in. Like I say, smash the like button, hit the subscribe. Right, we will just read out off the town Twitter feed a little bit about what Conor said, and then obviously we'll come to what Kieran said and Mark Ashton. Conor Chaplin, Ipswich Town can confirm that Conor Chaplin will leave the club when his contract expires this summer. Conor departs having been central to all the club has achieved since joining from Barnsley in the summer of 2021, notably the back-to-back promotions, which took Town from League One to the Premier League between 22 and 24. He played a total of 174 games for Town. He scored 55 goals, 26 league goals in 22-23. He was also, I think he was Players Player of the Year in League One. In that season, he scored 13 goals in the Championship. When we got promoted, he was joint leading scorer with Nathan Broadhead. Obviously, massive part of the Ipswich Town Foundation, and he was a trustee named in 2021. And he's been a driving force in the club's community work, setting a standard for his teammates to follow. There's a few words from Conor. You can go and check it out anytime on the website. Oh, Mike Baker. $4.99. Hang on, can I give that a little heart? There you go. Thank you very much. He just says, playing for Ipswich Town has been the best period of my life. We have achieved so much together and my dreams have come true while playing for the club. I've made friends for life here. My 2 children were born here and I simply never forget my time at Ipswich. So, manager Kieran McKenna said, Conor has been a massive part of the growth and success of the football club during his time here. Of course, his outstanding goal scoring and all-round performances have contributed to so many great victories and moments in the club's history. But beyond that, his professionalism, desire, empathy and leadership have been a vital part of the culture built at the football club over recent seasons. He leaves with our gratitude and fullest respect, and we wish him well in the next steps in his career. Mark Ashton said, Conor has been fantastic representative for this football club throughout his time here. Supporters will know the quality he has brought as a player, with so many memorable moments on the pitch, as a vital member of the group who will go down in club history. But his contribution off the pitch has also been hugely significant, most notably as a foundation trustee, a role I know has been hugely important to him. He has simply set the standard for player engagement with the community around this football club. He will be missed by all at the club, as he takes the next step in his career, and his family depart with the best wishes of everyone at Ipswich Town. There is a montage on Twitter of some of his goals. I'm sure there'll be lots more in the coming days. I wasn't really prepared this morning when I heard the news. Look, I think it was inevitable, and we all knew that Conor Chaplin would be moving on in the summer when his contract was up, because obviously he went on loan to Pompey in the at the end of the window. And I did put a transfer video out that night saying how gutted I was that he was leaving. And I think Cameron Burgess was leaving. Sam Morsey had left. I mean, when I look at through sort of eras of football clubs, and was Conor Chaplin one of the best players that played for Town? No, he wasn't. I think we all know that. But did he have a great influence on the era when he was at the football club? And yes, he did. I thought for the time he was here, I would put him in the 5. For me, it's like Adrian says, end of an era, but we move on. And we all know how football works, and we have to move on, and we all get that. But I would put him in the 5 OGs, I'd call them: Conor Chaplin, Wes Burns, Sam Morsey, Leif Davis, and I'd also put Christian Walton in there, who's been with us through that League One journey all the way to the Premier League, back down again, and now we've gone back up. And I know Conor, obviously, he only played a little bit part, didn't he, in the summer at Town at the start of the season. I was a little bit disappointed when he moved. Did I think he could still contribute at this level for Town? Yeah, I did. I thought he was still more than capable, and I think if you look throughout the season, the number 10 position was, I still don't think we've really got that nailed down, and I think Chaplin could have played a part, but he didn't. Look, he moved on, and he went to Portsmouth, and he didn't really have the most successful season there, going back to his boyhood club when we probably thought it was a good move for him. But sometimes in football, these things don't work out. But yeah, it hit really hard this morning. I think for a lot of fans, it was another player of that group of players who achieved so much success for the football club that I think we all felt a tinge of sadness. You know, look, like I say, it was inevitable that he was going to move on. But I just think the contribution that he's had, obviously coming in, and you have to give Paul Cook a lot of credit, because obviously he signed him along with Wes Burns, Burgess, Walton, Morsey. You know, he signed all of them players. I don't think he'll be off to the MLS, James. I think there'll be championship clubs. I think there'll be a lot of championship clubs, even like clubs in League One, like a Leicester. I think it wouldn't be a bad move looking at Conor Chaplin, because we all know about his character. It's like Trevor says there, he can still do a job in the championship for someone. Depends on location. You know, he's got a young family. He might want to stay in the Ipswich area, then he might move to a team in London. But I look at his contribution over the seasons. He obviously came in. First goal he scored was the goal against Sheffield Wednesday. Obviously, Macaulay Bonne hiding behind the goalkeeper. Craig from Winchester says, I guess it's how you define things. We, in honesty, haven't had a great player for a long time, but the guy you talk about did a good job in reviving a ship that was drifting. I think that's a spot-on comment there. Yeah, so that season, I think he got 11 goals, but the second season, I mean, 26 league goals that season. So many memories. I mean, we'll get onto them in a minute. Like, what was your favourite Conor Chaplin goal? I mean, you've got the goal at Derby. It's a good free kick in there against Barnsley earlier in the season. Obviously, Peterborough away, which is a great away day for myself. It was a 3-0 victory, and I remember he got the second goal there. Brilliant reverse ball by Nathan Broadhead that day in front of I think there's about 4,000 of us there. And then there was obviously, everyone remembers the Tuesday night at Barnsley away. He scores the third. The goal against Exeter. I think it's the first goal in that game from 20 yards from range. And then obviously takes it on into the Championship. Scores away at QPR. Sheffield Wednesday was in there. Another winner. Swansea. That was a typical Conor Chaplin goal. So many goals from cutbacks from Leif Davis down the years, you know. Got to the byline. He knew where he was going to be, around that penalty spot, edge of the box. cuts it back, and Chaplin finished them first time. I always remember going to games when he first come, and he'd be there, just an empty net. They're rolling the balls across 12 yards, 10 yards, 6 yards out, just pinging it into the net first time. And there were so many goals that he scored like that. And then obviously the home game against Sunderland with the header. I mean, I'm still not sure how they leave probably the smallest man on the pitch unmarked that day to get a free header, but he scored there. And look, scored in the Premier League at home to Bournemouth. He was probably, look, there was a lot of players who got to that level and they probably weren't quite at that level, but what they'd achieved to get there, they all deserved the chance to play Premier League football. And I see that there's loads of comments on the Town Twitter feed from a lot of his ex-teammates and Wes Burns saying that basically both of them achieved their boyhood dream of playing Premier League football. So many memories of Conor Chaplin. Chris says, love Chaplin. Thanks for your service to the club. I think he's understated in the Championship, has so much vision and creativity to his play. Tammy's got been cutting onions. She says his goodbye speech made me cry. My favourite number 10, club legend. Yeah, Stuart, the celebration when Sarmiento scored the late show against Southampton, and he ran across the pitch, didn't he? I mean, my mate Andy's got I think the commentary tattooed on his side with a little miniature Conor Chaplin running across in his coat. But look, we've got so much great pictures here. Look, there he is, Chappers. I think that's the goal against Sunderland that he's celebrating there. Anyone wants to do any super chats, super stickers, get involved. It's really easy. You can do it on YouTube. I might even do a membership thing. I'm toying with the idea now, trying to evolve and move the channel on a little bit. But we will stay for another 3 minutes. What was your favourite Conor Chaplin goal or favourite Conor Chaplin moment in his Town career? So my mate Craig, he's got a real tough job when his little boy Jake gets home. I think Jake's now 9. Conor Chaplin, his favourite player. He's had Chaplin on his shirt. He's got, I think, posters and pictures in his bedroom. He even wrote him a letter. So for younger fans who'd never seen Town achieve anything, I think Chaplin will be part of that team when you look back, when you grow up and you get older like me and a lot of fans who we're older, but younger fans who've never seen Town achieve anything. Conor Chaplin has achieved something that I don't think probably him and his teammates thought that maybe when he come to the club was, I'm not saying it wasn't possible, but did they think they'd get there that quick? Back-to-back promotions, playing in the Premier League, playing on the opening day of the season against Liverpool, off to Man City, playing against all them iconic teams at them iconic stadiums. But he will go down, Conor Chaplin, for me, as an Ipswich Town legend. He will be, no doubt, in later years, inducted into the Hall of Fame. And I think he richly deserves it. I do remember it is available over on the Talking Town YouTube page when me and Matt Phillips, we sat down one Tuesday lunchtime and we interviewed Conor Chaplin for about 30 minutes. And he was absolutely a pleasure to talk to. He's just a credit to himself. You know, he's just a quality individual. Set the standards, like it says on the post on Twitter. Set the standards on the pitch, and he set the standards off the pitch. And I think that's just a great way to be remembered. My favourite Chaplin goal I was going to go for Peterborough until my mate Craig did remind me about the goal at Derby, Pride Park. The counter-attack, Christian Walton bowling it out to Nathan Broadhead on halfway. Crossfield ball, ping to Wes, straight on his head, knocks it down. Chaplin first time, in front of the away end. Great finish. And look, so many great Conor Chaplin memories. It's like Mike Baker says there, he was the professional, and he was. He quality individual, and I think it's a pleasure that he's played for our football club. 55 goals across 174 appearances. You know, I think the only goal that I missed of Conor Chaplin was away at QPR, and that was because my car broke down. Didn't make it to Loftus Road that day. Scored in the orange kit, and it was another one of them 1-0 victories at the start of the season that took us on that journey. He took us on that journey. That group of players took us on that journey all the way to the Premier League. We went down. We're now back up. But I think for Conor Chaplin, yeah, just want to say thank you. You know, thank you for being such a great ambassador for Ipswich Town, both on the pitch and off the pitch. And we wish you all the success in the world, and hopefully he gets a decent move. And he goes and he's a success at whatever club that he goes to. But it's like Trevor says there, he also done a lot of good work off the pitch, and he did, you know, part of the foundation, along with Natasha Thomas. They were obviously big parts of the Ipswich Town Foundation when it started. But yeah, that's me done. I'll be back tomorrow morning. I think probably around 10 o'clock. We are going to do you can get involved as well in the chat, the favourite 5 moments of the 25-26 season that has gone. But yeah, that's me done for today. Cheers everyone that is watching. Like I say, get involved. If you are watching back on YouTube, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Also, over on Spotify, we are one short of 150 followers over there, so it's good. There's 20 episodes if you haven't already listened over there. More to come through the summer. Be a bit lighter in the summer, obviously, because there's not a lot of football happening, but there'll be a few popping up over there. But yeah, back tomorrow morning with the top 5 Town moments from the past season. But over the past seasons, Conor Chaplin, he's been an absolute star. And as we all used to sing, Conor Chaplin, baby. Cheers for watching, and we'll see you all in the morning.